You know how they have that saying that's like, people don't talk about you, like people don't think about you as much as you think they do. Like, no, don't worry about it. And it's like meant to make you feel better. I just want to say that if you've ever wronged me or a single one of my friends, our girl group chat is talking about you. And we've never forgotten. We never will forget. If you ever see us out and you're like, oh, she doesn't harbor that resentment, like there's no way she still remembers, there's no way she's still carrying a grudge, like they're not talking about me, I'm just being paranoid. No, you're not.
Our girl group chat is talking about you.
No, you're not. We are talking about you. And we all hate you. Even if they've never met you before, they all hate you for me. Don't ever forget.
Talking about you.
Lovely, lovely women talking about men in a group chat.
Talk.
Complaining about men, waffling about men. Are they complimenting men? Talking highly of men?
They all hate you for me.
Really? No, complaining about men, nagging about men, and in some cases, nagging to the men in their life. Nagging at men. Eh?
They all hate you for me.
It's a common collective experience we have when it comes to women, isn't it? A woman nagging us. Nagging some men to death. There are men that are not here right now because he didn't take out the trash fast enough. He didn't clean the gutter soon enough. He didn't fix something as swiftly as he should have.
Talk.
And now he's gone. Hey, but at least now his wife, his widow, can go to his grave and cuss him out at his grave.
They all hate you for me.
Men will trick you, lie to you, tell you everything.
One thing I will never agree with is the whole argument that women are just these emotional, stupid crybabies that just act off emotion, and that men are these like super smart, logical, like people that don't know any better. Because that is not true at all. And I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
If you're a woman and you have ever had a man in the wrong, and you have every right to be upset, you have evidence, you have screenshots, you have very valid points as to why you're upset. You literally have a paragraph that you proofread multiple times, got other people to read, and they said, yes, you're right, you have every right to be upset. And as soon as you send it to a man, they either ignore you, they gaslight you, they make fun of you, all of the above. They're telling you you're being crazy, you're being extra. They try to play the whole concept that women are just emotional, stupid beings that only know emotion.
Women, so like she said, men think women are only stupid, emotional beings, and so on and so on. Look, I'm fully convinced women could not survive if they didn't nag and complain about men.
They're telling you you're being crazy, you're being extra.
I'm fully convinced. I think women would wither if they didn't have someone, men, to take out their issues and cussings out on. So I get her point. Her saying, it's a lie. Men aren't really the logical ones, and that women are dumb, emotional creatures. No, look, okay, I get it. I get her point. However, let's be honest. There are a lot of women out here, modern women, who could not date a man that they could not complain about. There's no plot, no excitement, no fun, no thrill, no chaos.
Our girl group chat is talking about you.
No, he's not toxic. He's not toxic enough. So even when you understand what women are saying and complaining about, as usual, let's be honest, a lot of women, they'd get bored if they didn't have anything to complain about when it comes to men. No, a lot of them would be bored and dry.
That women are just emotional, stupid beings that only know emotion.
Wow.
Men are not logical. They're selfish.
Really?
Personally, I don't think most men have the same emotional intelligence as women.
Damn.
Because they know that your point is valid. They know that what they did was probably going to upset you before they even did it.
And a lot of men know a lot of women's points are pointless, so it's like, I'm not going to entertain it.
Or if they even thinking about you at all. And it has nothing to do with logic. It has to do with the fact that they wanted to do it, so they did it.
Okay. Women love to talk, don't they? And in talking comes waffling. A lot of just, okay.
Talking.
Sure.
So pick me. Choose me.
Really?
Love me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Even though she wants you, she was still complaining.
Love me.
Question for the guys. Would you ever date an older woman? I'm not talking like 20 years older, but like 5 to 10 years older.
Okay, most of you listening, you're going to be mid-30s to mid-40s, most of you. So how many of you would date a what? Depending on how old you are. What, a 45, 50, 55-year-old woman? For you 35 to 40-year-old men? What do you call that? Cougar rising? I don't know. Would you?
And is there any longevity to that other than a fling? Like if it's a good relationship and she's like 5 to 10 years older, would you stick around? Because I get a little bit in my head when I date younger guys. I get in my head when I date anyone. And I'm not dating anyone, and I haven't in a long time. But that's beside the point. The question is, how do you feel about dating older women? Maybe some of you are married or in relationships with older women. Who knows? That's what I'm asking.
Interesting question. But my question is, does dating older women mean they don't nag and complain? No, they still do. In slightly different ways, because there's different things they're focused on, but yeah, they still do. They still do. Sometimes by nature, a woman has to stress you out.
Talk.
It's like, I don't know, it's built in them, some of them, that they're not comfortable unless you're uncomfortable. Do something. Why are you comfortable? Do something. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Again, can you handle it and do you want it?
All right, what have you stopped buying because it's gotten so expensive?
Women, that $40 ain't enough no more. Boy, I gotta go back to the hand and the lotion.
And it has nothing to do with logic. It has to do with the fact that they wanted to do it, so they did it. They're not thinking of you most of the time when they do f***ed up stuff. They're doing it because they're selfish.
Oh, she's still talking. She's saying men are selfish. I don't know why.
As a late 20s, going into my 30s, single girly, I'm fucking struggling. I am battling between, yes, girl, you're so super independent. Like, go off. Yeah, have your high standards. And then I'm struggling between, like, I need a man.
Ooh.
I need a man.
Wow.
Not just any man.
Damn.
Good man. How are
Good
you gonna
one.
do that? Go put yourself out there.
She's probably a very quiet woman.
But how does one do that? Because dating apps ain't it. They ain't it. And whenever a man flirts with me, I pull this. They say they flirt, and I'm like, Anyway, yeah, so I don't know, but it's getting really hot out here in Arizona, and people are by the pool, couples are by the pool, and they're like flirting and hanging all over each other, and it's kind of hot. And I just think back to that feeling.
And you're missing out on that feeling. Yeah? Missing out on that feeling? Is that why we whisper sometimes?
And that feeling is kind of unmatched. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
You have a good connection, and you're like, oh, yeah, water, pool, hots, sun, tan, abs. Like, what the f***? One night stand is out of the question. I know that, like, that's not how we're supposed to function as a society, but, like, that was so 27 of me. What is the answer here? Does your girl get...
Look, does she really want a man? Or is she just jealous of the couples she's seeing? Because you do wonder, like, why do some women get with some men and they just end up complaining about everything in the entire relationship? Like, a lot of men have experienced, like, women just complaining about every damn thing. So it's like, woman, did you even want to be in a relationship, or did you just want someone to complain at and complain to? Like, why did you want to be with me or with someone? Is it because you really wanted to? Or you were just jealous because other people had someone? I'm just saying, yes, as men, we call women very emotional creatures for a reason. Because sometimes they're erratic and it's like, what is even going on?
Get lower standards? Does she keep them high forever and then just use what's in her nightstand? Or does someone eventually just pop up? You know, like, I'm struggling. This is for all of the single ladies that are struggling between staying strong, being independent, and then also just wanting it.
Wanting what?
Wanting it. If you're like me, I feel you.
But sadly, for her at night, there's no man to feel her. Oh.
Wanting it.
I'm looking for a man who listens. Any height. Any guy. Any height.
What?
Any guy.
I didn't hear what she said. I think my headphones are broken.
I'm looking for a man who listens.
Something about learning that my ex-boyfriend is currently dating a 20-year-old has set me free. I don't know how else to say it. For context, he's 28, okay? And when he dumped me, I spent so many months being like, but why? Like, did I ask for too much? Like,
You probably did. You probably complained a lot. Quick question, men. Is a 28-year-old dating a 20-year-old too young? It's an age gap difference, but she's 20. I'm just asking.
was I too big of a personality? And it's just like, no. Like, he just wants to date somebody who is literally underage. I'm not saying that I'm happy he's dating a 20-year-old, and I'm not saying that, like, a 20-year-old can't be a real person, but I'm just saying, insofar as, like, what manipulative, gaslighty men look for in a partner, it just...
No offense to this woman, but I mean, what, did you guys break up because you probably complained a lot? Like, did you...
He dumped me.
I mean, did you nag him too much that he had to just run off and get a younger woman who didn't complain so much because her frontal lobe hadn't developed yet? I'm joking.
Just sort of unlocked something in my brain to learn that right after me, like so quickly after me, he started dating a 20-year-old. So much makes sense now.
She was possibly just easy to deal with.
He dumped me.
I don't even like anyone right now, but I'm remembering how I used to feel when I liked.
Oh.
I hate it. I hate feeling so much. Oh my God. Like the feeling of looking at their face and like wanting to be around it.
Oh, wow.
It disgusts me to my core. How dare you, a man, have this much of an effect on me?
It doesn't matter how and why it happens. It works. If a woman's delusional over you, she's delusional over you. She's crazy over you. She'll lie to herself, which is good. It's automatic game. Like, hey, go on. Go on. I didn't even say that, but go ahead. Lie to yourself. But again, if women had nothing to complain about, like they were fawning over a man who probably barely cared about her, I mean, come on. It's not fun, is it? It's not fun. It doesn't give her crazy eyes.
I layeth awake at night wondering if we'll ever be together. What the is that? When did I start doing?
Footprints in her mind, the impressions in her mind, the indentations in the sands of her mind. Damn, that was kind of deep.
I have never felt more I feel like a baby squirrel just left to fend for itself in just the most treacherous wild. That is what it feels like to like a man.
Yeah, and some would say that's nuts.
That is what it feels like.
If women had nothing to complain about when it comes to men, even if you're a man that does everything for her, it does not matter. I would go as far as to say women actually get turned on by complaining about men. Oh, they love it. Have a nice day.
Our girl group chat is talking about you.